There are a number of industries that are, for lack of a better term, in the government sights today for purposes of the False Claims Act. The pharmaceutical and medical device industries are perennially vulnerable to False Claims Act claims. And in fact, the statistics from the most recent fiscal year show that trend to be continuing. 66% of the judgments that the government obtained against companies under the False Claims Act were in the pharmaceutical sector. So those industries are particularly vulnerable. One reason for that is because of the number of claims that get submitted for their products through the various federal health care programs that exist, including Medicare and Medicaid. A company should do three things. The first thing the company should do when it believes it may be the subject of a False Claims Act allegation or investigation is to conduct a thorough investigation and to make sure that that investigation is conducted independently. The second thing the company should do is go ahead and fix the underlying problem. When a False Claims Act case is ultimately resolved, there are going to be a number of allegations that the government includes in its press release, that newspapers and TV stations are going to include in reports about the case that can be very damaging to the company. What the company wants to be able to do when those damaging reports come out is be able to tell the public, its vendors, and for that matter the government, that these problems are historical. The third thing that a company needs to do to guard against reputational damage is have a communication strategy in place for when that False Claims Act case is ultimately resolved. The first step is to make sure that the company has already in place a robust compliance program. It's important for this compliance program to encourage employees to report violations, and it's important for employees to understand what access they have to upper management through the program, what whistleblower lines or hotlines are available to the employees, and how they can go about making use of those resources. The second thing a company needs to do is encourage within the company a culture of compliance. The government sometimes refers to this as the tone from the top. It's very important that in addition to having the robust compliance program on paper, though, that the executives in the company actually be shown to encourage employees to report problems if they find them. The third thing a company needs to do is actually follow up on any reports that come from the employees internally through the whistleblower process. The worst position for a company to be in is to have a system in place that asks employees to report problems and then never follow up on them. The fourth thing a company should do is to reward employees internally who do find problems that get remedied, and as a result avoid the need to go report a problem to the government. This shows the employees who report problems the seriousness with which the company takes the process, and it also shows employees that reporting problems and encouraging the company to be compliant with the law is in their financial interest.